Happy New Year and welcome to a cold Oakham office for the Bat and Bottle Wine Club January case preview for the Conspirators wines. And first of all, dates. The tasting, as we've said before, there is no longer a small bottle Conspirators tasting. It's 4 wines. Get all the notes. Maybe we should sort out some kind of video for a presentation on the wines. Talk to me. I'm trying to really nail Conspirators down. We're so close and I just want to make it even better. Anyway, we now offer the Vini Curiosity tasting, which is 6 magnificent wines, which do not appear in this case. They're more expensive wines. And it's a fantastic tasting. We get some Italian producers turn up and join us for the tasting. There's a lot more information you possibly want, but it is fantastic. I try and keep it light and open and as much fun as we possibly can make it. And the tasting, anyway, is on the 22nd of January at 7 p.m. You can get the 7 small bottle tasting added to your dispatch of Conspirators wines if you have bought it or if you subscribe to it. Either way, if you haven't, subscribe, give it a go. It's fantastic. The wines that are more tasting dates, first of all. So on the 25th of February at Hambledon Hall on Hambledon, on the peninsula in the middle of Rutland Water. Hambledon Hall's lovely restaurant, hotel, fantastic place. And there's a Tuscany dinner there with Chianti and Brunello, and it's going to be a great tasting dinner, and it's being presented by me. So do come along if you can. If you'd like tickets, don't go to my website, go to Hambledon Hall's website. Easy to find, it's quite fantastic, highly recommended. See you there if you can make it. Next tasting date is the 27th of May. That is the next London tasting at Smith Square. Put it in your diary. Details to come. Next tasting date is miles away. It's the 3rd of October. It's L'Eroica. That's not really a tasting at all. That is when I go cycling around Tuscany on my bicycle, which is brilliant. Absolutely love it. I go and join 7,000 far more talented Italians on their vintage bikes, and I have my 1950s Hetchins. It's a great day, and I will be in Tuscany for that period, and we do organise things for the wine club around that period of time. So put that in your diary. A couple of weeks before then is the Carema tasting, which is fantastic tasting. We've had wine club members come to that for the last few years, and it has been and is brilliant. So that's a quick rundown on the dates. Now let's talk about the wines. 4 wines, 2 whites, 2 reds, and the wines this time: Passerina, Cococciola, Grignolino, and Merlot Cabernet Franc Rabosso. So 4 really interesting wines. 2 are coming from the Abruzzo, from Cantina Sangro / Cantina Frentana. Effectively, even though they trade out of 2 different places now, they are the same company. So Gianni is the winemaker, and we've been buying his wines for 20 years, and they're absolutely stunning. He's now head of the, I don't know if he still is actually, I must check. The Consorzio, they'll have an official winemaker for the region, and he is the official winemaker for the Abruzzo, or the representative winemaker for the Abruzzo. And he understands white. I've always thought the white wines coming out of Cantina Sangro are astonishing. They over-deliver. And the Passerina didn't used to be my favourite, but it kind of is now. It's changed dramatically. It's got this lovely fleshy clarity to the whole thing. And after the last vintage, 2023, astonishing in value, but tiny in production terms. It was a dreadful vintage, really. And not for the quality of the wines, but just for the size of the vintage, they were hit by the most horrible rains and the mildew set in and they just couldn't clear it. 24 has almost none of that. And it's a great, great vintage of classic. I mean, they just must have felt such relief. Classic Southern Abruzzo Passerina. It's a very unique grape. It's very interesting. The clarity and cleanliness I think you'll love. Then we've got another variety from the same team, which is the Cococciola. Cococciola is so unusual. And for me, it almost tastes like gin and tonic. It's got that slight quinine edge to it. Lovely, lovely. It's citrus fruit. It's lime and lemon and just clarity, intensity, power. It's beautiful. I think you're going to really enjoy it. And we've got some of the old vintage left as well. So while you're getting your wine club case delivered, you might think to yourself, I wouldn't mind trying half a dozen of the previous vintage, just see how it matures, or even a bottle or two of the previous vintage. Tell us if you do. Put it on the order. Add a little bit of the older, because it'll be, I think we've got the 22. So add some 22 Cococciola. Just see what it's like a couple of years older. It's blooming lovely. Two fantastic wines, both super clean, no oak, super fresh, just glorious drinking. They're the kind of stuff which, you know, they're fine to just have a couple of glasses, put a cork in the top and enjoy it a couple of days later. It's a wine that is just perfect for this time of year when perhaps we're not polishing bottles off quite as freely as we were last month. But we do want something delicious to go with a little bit of salmon, a bit of smoked trout, something lovely. Anyway, the red wines, we go to Oreste Buzio, one of my favourite producers in the Monferrato. So it's father, his two sons, making organic registered wines, and they specialise, well, in truth, they specialise in Barbera. But their Grignolino is absolutely astonishing. I think it's one of the best you can buy. And Grignolino is a very different type of grape. If you think of the great Piemonte varieties, you have Nebbiolo for Barolo and Barbaresco and Roero. They're for the greatest really. Barbera for Barbera Monferrato, Nizza, Barbera d'Alba, Barbera d'Asti. It's a fantastic underrated grape, but high on levels of fruit, powerful wine, usually very alcoholic. Great wine. Then you have Dolcetto sitting almost in the unknown section now. I'm not quite sure what's happened to poor old Dolcetto. But then you have the slight oddball varieties. And of the oddball varieties, so sort of Frasers, Grignolinos, Ruques, all of these sort of things. Grignolino is one of my favourites because it's just got this slightly, this is going to sound terrible, but a slight muckiness to it, where it's just, the fruit is not quite the thing which pushes to the surface. You've got more of those tertiary flavours. So you've got more mushroom, you've got some really cute, it's just fascinating. So, dried porcini, those fruits there, and it's lovely and fresh, but it's not obviously fruity wine. It's great wine. It's brilliant with food. It's lovely to have a glass of where you don't want something dull, just want something interesting that tastes like the place. It's fantastic. Great wine. Hope you enjoy it. Then the last of the ones that's on this month's tasting is Conte Emo Capodilista's Emo, House of Emo. I've always loved this wine. It used to be called Cadetto many years ago, but the Rothschild family got a little bit upset, and I think they're probably cousins of Giordano's, got a little bit upset by Mouton Cadet, was a bit similar to Cadetto. So anyway, it vanished years ago, and it's now Emo. And we've watched it gradually changed as well. In the early, it's always been based on Merlot, because the Collier Ugani is an outcrop of volcanic hills sitting south of Venice. It's always been dominated by Bordeaux varieties, well, ever since anyone can remember, because the Venetians were wise enough to spot the great European vines and import them into their vineyards. And actually, some of the vines have now been used, they're going back out to France because they've got such an old heritage, and they're super interesting, especially the Caramanere. Anyway, this wine is based on Merlot, but it then also is reinforced with Cabernet and Cabernet Franc. And it also has dried Raboso in it, which is almost this secret pill which he included in this wine. And what that brings is it just brings a bit of turbocharged fruit to the whole experience. It's fantastic wine. Really is lovely. And in terms of lovely estates to visit, it's one of the best. Lovely agriturismo. Highly recommend it. It's going to be a great tasting. Really hope you enjoy this case. It's a great one. Anyone who is not a member of Conspirators Bat and Bottle Wine Club, and you want to be, do go to the website, bat.wine wine club. Join up. It's fantastic. Okay. Hope you really enjoyed this case, and I hope you can come to the Vini Curiosity tasting.